Hello, Libra ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So what I like to do is to engage you in a new reading or a reading unlike what you've seen me posted up here customarily, although I have given you readings on the subject matter. But have you ever, Libras, wished you could remember important information from our lifetimes? Well, wish no longer, because that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be sharing with you, or at least helping you trace negative patterns, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, their origins. And usually, for those of you, of course, who believe in reincarnation, we've we've actually had multiple lifetimes here. So we're gonna just look at that and kind of assist you in releasing and of course learning from your past. But after having learned what you need to learn, it's time to surrender worries. Surrender whatever it is that you might have done incorrectly. Let go and let God. So with that said, let's go on and just dive right on deeply into this reading. I'm going to go on and just shuffle up, and we're going to start off as usual with my readings with an overarching theme that's pervading the reading. And then I'm going to share with you other tidbits of information just to give you a more consolidated story from which to follow. Okay, now there is no expiration period in this reading here, so it certainly gives you time to work with the energies as presented. Okay, I certainly look forward to hearing your comments too. Let me know how any of this apply to you. All right. So with that said, Spirit, what is the overarching theme pervading Libra's reading, and what lessons are Libras learning during this lifetime here, or or learning from prior lifetimes? I mean, okay. All right. Wow, Libras! Right out the bat, you have persecution and inquisition here. Wow. Okay. So when I see this card here, that tells me clearly that, in a prior lifetime, it seems like you were accused of either using witchcraft or just being a bit too promiscuous, I'm getting. And thus suffered a great deal, I'm getting, due to your actions. Whether they were true or not, it's just you had that type of stigma, I'm kind of getting, you know? And during this lifetime that you were in, those crimes they were considered crimes, a capital punishment type crime or a capital offense. And you were also constantly accused of crimes that really had nothing to do with you. So anything that happened, people pointed it to you. If their crops didn't grow, and you were the cause of it. But Spirit wants you to know that although this might have occurred here, you do have keen clairvoyant abilities, okay, and even the ability, Libras, to heal others. It looks like you certainly experienced a very painful death, I'm getting. And I feel that some of you do presently know that you're psychic, but you kind of keep it secret in some way, and Spirit wants you to stop. Because it's because I'm getting that you don't want to, it looks like, revisit the pain felt from having been accused, of course, of, doing this in the past life, with the witchcraft and all of that other stuff and other lifetimes here. So Spirit seems to suggest that you are very fearful of moving forward with your spiritual studies, I'm kind of getting, or your spiritual truth, or in fact your spiritual path, and perhaps you might want to consider doing so to turn your life around. All right, Libras, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that each and every one of you receives future readings. Okay, so let's go on and just try to discover which lifetime triggered your situation or triggered what you're kind of facing. Now, what I just discussed, you might find that that theme, it comes up over and over and over again, in your lifetime here. So constantly being accused of something, or just some of you, and this might even ring true. So this is perhaps why you are like you are, because you are bringing these negative traits from another lifetime that you should release. Okay, so again, let's go on and just ask the cards, what lifetime kind of triggered all of this. You have, Libras, trust and faith here. So we already know here that this is something connected with your faith and your trust here. Okay, so I'm kind of getting here with this card is that it looks like many of you, I'm kind of feeling you were betrayed a lot, in another lifetime here. And you might find yourself presently doing that to people now in this lifetime here, because again, you're you're kind of reinforcing, those negative um, things that occur to you onto someone else, and you need to not do so. Okay? And Spirit is saying here, there is currently perhaps a snake in your life now. And this person might be someone, I feel that many of you are certainly cognizant of who this person might be. But you've got to be aware, because this person is betraying you in some sense that I'm getting here. That this card is also referencing here. And this card is also suggesting that this person might have been with you in prior lifetimes here, Libras. If this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. Spirit, Libras, wants you to embrace forgiveness and hope, and trusting that He, as in God, got this and knows what's best for your highest good here. So it looks like you lost faith, and you need to embrace a bit more hope, or inject a bit more hope into your situation here. So let's go on and take a peek at your current state and what you need to know here. We have communal living. All right. So with that card, it denotes, ladies and gentlemen, that you were living, many of you in a prior life, you were living either in a convent, a monastery, or perhaps even you were a part of a tribe. I'm getting here. And I feel that, during that lifetime, you really did nothing for personal gain. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you might find that because you didn't do that, it seems that you might be trying to take advantage of others now in this lifetime here. So it has channeled into something a bit more negative, and that you need to release, I'm kind of getting. And the reason why is that money and bills always become a factor to you, and they probably are corporates now in your present life, and they're affecting you. Okay, and some of you might even also feel a bit alone in some sense here. So Spirit wants you with this card to take a few moments and keep an open mind, revisit what it means by the true meaning of give and take. Because it seems that many of you need to find some type of balance, correct? And last message here, we're going to look at your outcome here. Wow. You still have information here. Spirit is still talking about your finances. Okay? So money is certainly an important factor because you were very impoverished. I'm getting in another lifetime. And we know why. Because some of you were nuns or you lived in a convent or you just, lived a life of kind of helping people. And you were very, very alienated from people a lot. I'm seeing you struggling with money. I'm seeing that's coming up for you rather soon here. So Spirit says if you really want to change the situation here, you want to try to act with good intentions in your approach to help people. And again, you might want to go revisit what I mean by the concept of give and take. And Libras, with that said, that's your reading. I certainly hope that it has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and should anyone wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule and or to purchase. Thanks so much for your time.